all, Alex here with the Wisconsin Computer Club. Welcome back to the shop. And tonight I have something a little bit different here for you. So we had one of our members in the club reach out to me saying, hey, can you help me pick up this item? It's in a town nearby to you, but I'm way over halfway across the state, but it's a great deal and exactly what I've been looking for. Can you please go rescue this for me? So I was happy to do that. But that also means that he isn't here to pick it up yet, which means I'm going to share it with you because that's a fun thing to do. So what we have here is a laptop. The Tandy 1100 FD. The laptops of the olden times are a little bit different than they are today. Let's take a look at the screen. Ooh, wow, yeah. That is a little old school there. That is a green. I'm assuming that's a straight LCD, like a calculator display. Granted, I think it's a little bit more advanced than a straight calculator display in this case, but similar technology. But anyway, this thing was sent his way and by proxy me under the assumption that it runs. So I'm going to plug it in and see what it does here. In just a moment, we're going to take a quick tour of the sides. So this is a pretty basic laptop. It has power in on this side, and I'm assuming that's going to be, I don't know if it's cut off for a speaker or for venting, but there's not a whole lot of hot components on something like this. For I/O ports, whereas today you've got USB on everything, this has one 9-pin serial port and one parallel port for your printer. And that's your lot. So you'd probably plug a mouse into this if you had something like that, but that's about it. I'm assuming this is going to be the battery compartment, although these tabs are very brittle, so I'm not going to force those. If you unscrew that, I'm thinking that'll probably get you into the base of the unit. And then on this side is where the FD comes in, floppy drive. So not all laptops had these. Some of these had RAM disks, or they had essentially just connection to serial, so you could save things essentially by just printing out whatever it is you had on the actual computer. So floppy disks were still kind of a relatively new sort of thing. I'm guessing this is like an 88, 89, somewhere in there. Doesn't actually say. It does not. But I'm guessing it's somewhere kind of late 80s, because this would be maybe it's just 286, maybe, but that'd be on the high end for something like this. So I'm not expecting a whole lot out of this, assuming it runs. So just gonna plug this in here. Hopefully we'll get no smoke. If we do get smoke, at least we'll get it on camera. We'll take that, turn that around, and power up. Oh, yep, sure enough. I don't know if you guys can see that. Probably not. It's hard to see even here. All right, as I'm confident you guys couldn't probably see that earlier, I've got the camera set up at kind of an odd angle here, but I think you can kind of see the screen here. Just make sure the camera is focused. But, yeah, I'm just going to restart it here just so you can see the startup sequence here. So it boots up here. You see for a split second there, that's got some BIOS info. And, yeah, then it drops you right into the screen here. So it uses this little kind of bar on the top here. It's kind of like your little start menu. Again, I think it's April 13th, 2037. So it's got a battery in it or something. Because that doesn't seem like a default time. So F1 would be your help. Oh, it wants a help disk. So, like I say, I don't have any of the disks for this one. I'm assuming that the guy who has this is going to have to make all those. But, yeah, it's got some basic functions on here. Yeah, it needs a disk to do anything on this one. Yeah, not a whole lot to it. It does have a contrast slider here, so you can adjust it that way. It has a beeper up here in the top corner. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. That's back enough. Yeah, so there's a little bit of a beeper in there. It has a light on here for if it's needs a battery change. I have no idea if a battery's still in this one. I can't imagine there would be. Keyboard is, of course, kind of old school here. There's no Windows key. It's got a blank here to kind of offset the row for your QWERTY. It does have a full QWERTY keyboard. It's not a membrane keyboard. Probably not the kind of thing you'd want to type on all day long, but, you know, you got that going for you. Caps lock doesn't light up anything, so you never know if the caps lock is on. It has a num lock, so if you want to use these blue for your number keys, you've got those there, all kind of offset. Not uncommon on your laptops today, your 10 keyless setups. So, in a way, it's got a number of modern kind of features. Like if you put this keyboard onto like a netbook today, I think you'd probably still be forgiven. But as for yeah, the rest of it here, very simple, very straightforward here. I don't think you can do I mean, I know you can play some games on these, but obviously they're very limited in what they can do. There's not like a sound system on here. There's certainly no like hardcore graphics or anything on this. This is very primitive in what it can do. But at the same time, it's a very cool little example of retro tech from the Tandy kind of PC era when Tandy and Radio Shack were kind of on top of the world with their systems and their designs. And I think it's very cool. I hope that this one, when the guy gets it, he enjoys it a lot, because I think there's a lot of fun things you can do with this. And yeah, it's great that it's got this big screen on here, and it's all clear and it's not messed up. Oh man, that is cool. So, alrighty, well, that I think about does it. Thank you all so very much for watching, and have yourselves a tremendous night.